everybody, and welcome to my labor and delivery video. I decided to make this because I thought it would be really fun and interesting to look back on it, and yeah, just a nice memory. So yeah, as you all know, I gave birth to little Ella Sophia on Tuesday the 15th of June, and yeah, just let me just get into it, how everything happened. On the Sunday, the 13th, I had my show, and that just continued till the Tuesday. I had no real pains. I do remember feeling period pains, mostly in the back, but it wasn't anything intense, so no pains really. It was really on the Tuesday that everything started. When I woke up in the morning, I could feel that I was getting the pains in my back, and they were starting to get a little bit more intense, but nothing really painful. And that then, continued throughout the whole day. Nothing very regular, like with regular intervals. And it was probably at around like 1 o'clock that I realized, okay, now it's getting like into some kind of a rhythm. And I called Evan. He was at work, and he was on the way home, I think around at like 2 o'clock, and I told him, you know what, I think it's best if you just get home, because I think, things are starting to happen. And sorry about the noise. That's Ella. So I had to get Ella, she woke up. So at 2 o'clock I started recognizing that they were coming a little bit more frequently. I contacted the hospital, and I spoke to a midwife there, and she said, she asked me about the pains I was having. I described it to her. I told her that it was coming mostly from my lower back and then working its way up toward my abdomen. And I told her the kind of intervals. I think probably nothing regular. It was like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, something like that. And she said that, okay, you're definitely starting, you've got contractions, but I would like you to remain at home and come to the hospital as soon as you find that your contractions are 5 minutes in between. And yeah, so that's what I did. And Evan got home at around 2:30, and that's when I can say then it started moving into about 7 minutes, 6.5, 7 minutes, with little contractions in the middle. At around 8 o'clock in the evening, that's when it started getting much frequent, a little bit more intense, but I could handle it. It wasn't like, oh, this is really, really painful. What I was doing, what Evan was helping me do as well throughout the, till 8 o'clock, was that I was sitting on the birthing ball, and I was breathing, using my breathing techniques, and visualizing, just being really, really calm and relaxed throughout the pains. And they would last for about, anywhere from 40 seconds to about 1 minute 20 seconds. And I remember saying to Evan, he would say, oh, that was a long one, that was like 1 minute 20 seconds, and I would look at him and I was like, what? It felt like it was, I don't know, 3 to 5 seconds. It didn't feel long in my head. In my head I was just, yeah, it didn't connect. And yeah, so sort of around 8 o'clock they started to get a little bit more intense, and we yeah, they were moving. They started going into 5 minutes in between. I could really start feeling it, getting in there. And then at around, things really started to happen. At around, at 9 we contacted Aneta, which is our like extra midwife. It's Evan's cousin, and she said that you just stay at home, and you know, wait till you get the contractions to about, you know, like 4 minutes, and they regular, you know, frequent and that kind of thing, and then you can get going to the hospital. So we did that, but it was like when he got off the phone with her, I remember feeling really, really nauseous, like I'm gonna throw up. Oh, and that's another thing, I did actually have something to eat at around 4 o'clock. I just asked Evan to make some just plain like pasta with like a cheese sauce, just like really, really plain. And I thought to myself, well, I need to have my energy throughout, and I remember reading that. So I just had a little, and I can't say, you know, I had the biggest appetite or whatever. So yeah, back to the thing, at 9:30, I think, yeah, about 9:20, that's when it started happening. That's when the everything kicked in. So yeah, like I said, I got really, really nauseous, and I was feeling like I'm gonna throw up in between this contraction. And that's what happened. I was like, Evan, get a bucket, and he got the bucket, and I just, you know, I puked. It was really, really gross. And I got up and I said, Evan, I need to go to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom. No. Oh yeah, I puked, and that's when I was like, oh gosh, my pants are wet. And I was like, oh, okay, this is the water breaking. And I was like, Evan, I need to go to the bathroom. So he, you know, he immediately was getting on the phone to the hospital, getting all the stuff ready, you know, so that we could get out. But I know that before that happened, he was like, okay, we're gonna go. He was getting himself ready to go. But as the water broke, he really knew that, okay, we have to act fast and get out the house. And I was in the bathroom, and I could just feel the water, you know, running. It was like, whoa. And that's when everything changed. My whole mood changed. Like Evan said, he said, I just became a different person. He said, I became like this birth warrior. My sounds were changing. I was like, you know, the contractions at that point, he said it was about 3 minutes apart. And when they were coming, they were quite strong. They were really, really intense. But it was coupled with this feeling of me needing to press down. I said to Evan, I need to go to the toilet. And that he really realized, okay, no, you cannot go to the toilet. Yeah, so anyway, he got all the stuff together, and that was quite difficult for me, because I was like, no, I can't go anywhere. No, I was just in another state of mind. So he, you know, he just said, come on, get your pants on. We're going to the hospital now. And I was thinking to myself, oh goodness, I should change my pants. I should, you know, look a little better. And then I thought, oh, screw this. I don't care if people see that I've got water and stuff all around me. And that's another thing that happened, is that I could see blood and stuff. But not like a lot. So yeah, we got in the car. We managed to forget our papers that we needed for the hospital. So we had to turn around, like it was probably 2-3 minutes outside from the house. So we turned around and we got back. And all the while Evan was on the phone to the hospital. I have to say, it was really hard sitting in the car and remaining calm. Well, not really remaining calm, it's just sitting in the car there, and because I knew I could really feel the pushing, and I had to tell myself, do not push her up, because at that point I was thinking, well, I don't know how dilated I am. What if I'm not really that dilated and I'm pushing, and then I'm gonna hurt her? And so it was something I had to tell myself, no, just you know, keep it in, just keep breathing, keep doing what you're doing.